Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the F.L.O.E Podcast, and I'm Adric. This is Sham, and
talk a little loud next time.
Oh, they can hear me?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Bro, y'all so tough, bro. It's crazy, cause like, bro, y'all really, y'all tough.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the F.L.O.E Podcast. I'm Adric. This is Sham.
Y'all know the vibes.
Hit him with it. Y'all know the vibe. But yeah, we got another special, wonderful. I don't know how to describe this episode, but all I know is this episode gonna be a great episode today. But we're gonna talk about a lot. We're gonna hit y'all with a lot. And these two gentlemen that I got right here sitting with us today, they're gonna drop some gems for y'all. They're gonna give y'all some knowledge and that y'all make and apply to y'all life or put it to anything that y'all want to do in life. But like I say, man, I'm just having them introduce themselves real quick. So I'm gonna start right here to my left.
My name's Talik. I'm a sophomore here at the College of Winter. And I just chilling, bro. I'm chilling.
I'm Donald. People call me DT. I'm also a sophomore. I got the privilege to be on this wonderful podcast with all my guys right here. And, yeah, we get the convo started, man.
All right, then. As this is Adric's job, but I mean, hey, you guys already know how we do this. We start off with a starter question just to get you, both of y'all comfortable with what we're going to say, just a general conversation and everything, too. So to get right into it, our starter question for today is, what do you both think is like the common thing that causes like rivalry between siblings? Like, what causes fights?
Well, me personally, I got five sisters, and I'm the second youngest. So like what really caused like conflict between us, like I might use, cause I got hair, so I might use they brush or something. Like I think like using something that's theirs, using something that's not yours, like every sibling does, you know. Like that's like the main thing from out of my household, cause I ain't have no brothers. I ain't have to worry about nobody wearing my underwear and stuff like that, you know.
Underwear. I ain't wearing underwear. I'll take a pair of socks there. Underwear now. A little different. You got no underwear.
Oh, yeah, it's
a little problem right there. You better go buy some.
they just ain't got no job.
A little bit short now.
But I live with my brother, so I feel like I just got on his nerves for real. I was the youngest, so that's why I got on his nerves. Like, and he was just tough love type of thing. But I feel like that was the main thing. I felt like, you know what I'm saying, I'm the youngest, so I got the free will to do, like, get away with certain stuff. And most of the time, like, we'll, like, get to fighting and stuff like that. He'll win. And that'll mess with my pride, so I want to keep going. I still lose, but, you know what I'm saying, I feel like that's the main thing for real, though.
Yeah. I mean, now, on the other hand, my brother can't beat me. I don't care if you watch this right now. You can't beat me to this day. I'll fool both of y'all.
Yeah.
I don't care if I am the youngest. I still fool both of y'all. Y'all already know what it is. Plus, you can get it too anytime. But nah, Shem, you got any brothers? Or you just got sisters?
I just got sisters.
So now I see it. It's a
three sisters. Yeah.
So we got the perspective of having brothers and having just sisters. Like me, for my brothers, we don't really get into it about much. We get into it, like you say, I'll probably take a pair of his socks, or I'll probably go in his room and use like his grease that he ain't using. So, but other than that, it's like when we do get into it, it'd be like we'll get into it about a sport or something like that, and we just got a strong opinion on it. So in that moment, you ain't gonna do nothing to change our mind. And even if we real mad and we just stop talking for a little bit, and he'll say stop talking, or I'll be like, bro, just shut up. And we'll still come back, and we still know that we still brothers at the end. So I don't even see it as really a rivalry though, like, because it ain't. We always got the same thing growing up. It won't like he get more than I do or I get more than he do. It's more so we get the equal amount or equal fair share of what our parents provide for us. And once we got older, it was more so like once you got your own, then yeah, you can get more. But other than that, it still ain't like no beef or nothing. Because at the end of the day, the love is there, and like we grew up together, and we always been close.
Sure.
I mean, I think like fight between brothers and then fight between like brothers and sisters, that's a whole different thing though.
Yeah.
Because like fight between brothers, like when you guys can fight, but in the end, it's like, think about it, like if you have like a good friend of yours, like a homie or whatever, you guys fight a lot.
Yeah.
But it's still, that love is still there.
Yeah.
And then it's like, it's also about ego too, like, you know, guys.
Yeah.
We all want to keep our pride and ego up. So I think that's another big difference between See, that's a prime example right there. That's a prime example. But I think, do you think you benefit more from like brotherly love or like sisterly love? You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess for me, I can't really relate to it because, like I said, I don't have sisters or nothing like that. But I do have like female cousins who are around my age. Like, but I'm overprotective about anybody. I'm overprotective about my mama. I don't care if my cousin 30, 27 years old. Like, I'm that cousin who I gotta talk to the boyfriend. I gotta talk to any dude that try to come in her life, and I won't say chastising, but I gotta know what's up and know how it is. Like, I'm overprotective about any female in my family, so ain't nobody gonna ever like disrespect them. So as far as like the love wise, I feel like as men, we gonna show tough love from time to time. It ain't gonna always be like that nurture that you will get from a female that like they'll be the ones who want to hug you and stuff like that, and hold you to make sure that you actually are right. Men would be like, it is what it is, but suck it up, get it over with. Like,
and I kind of want to add on to that because like you said, like you want to be the protector, like with all the females in your life and stuff. Like, but when you like the only boy and you got a lot of sisters, like from my circumstance, you gotta bite the bullet sometimes. Like, you gotta just know like they're gonna do what they want to do. You can't like determine like who they mess with or decisions they make. Like, they gonna do what they want to do because like it's not like you got like a lot of brothers. It's only me. So like with me and my sisters, like I'm always there to support them in anything. But at the same time, they gonna do what they want. Like the decisions they make, I might not agree with who they messing with. I might not agree with like a decision they make. But when you got a lot of sisters, they gonna do what they want. And then it's 5 against 1. So like
So you gonna never win.
Never, ever win.
It'll never win.
Never win, man.
Definitely. I feel like, for me personally, I feel like I got one sister, but I don't live with my other sister. But like just being around my brother, I feel like when we was younger, it was more like we had more commotion than now. I feel like we got through like the parts where like the childish stuff that we argued about and stuff like that. Yeah. And now we at the point where it's just like we kind of like the same person now. So it's kind of like I know I always got him, even if we're not like talking to each other every day and stuff like that. It's like I know I always got that love out there somewhere. Yeah. So it's like I'm not like out here like searching just for anything, because that's how you get like put in bad situations, stuff like that, because people just looking out here like searching for stuff to connect to. Yeah. So I feel like being that I know I got like my brother there all the time, and we'd have been through what we've been through, but now it's like we rarely fight, you know what I'm saying, because it's like we both understand each other more now that we're older. So I feel like just knowing that I got that type of love out there is like, you know what I'm saying, will keep me secure and grounded to my roots for real.
Honestly, I think that's a big thing too, because like, especially as guys, I mean, it depends on the family too. Like, guys are raised a little differently than girls, especially in like the love department and like the support and everything too. So I mean, having a brother, it's like you both have gone through that same thing, so you know, like you said, you know what the other's thinking, what they've gone through. So I think that's like a big difference as well too. I mean, have you always wanted a brother? Has that been the case?
As I got older, I've been wanting a brother more and more. I still ask my mom, how one more? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, how old?
Why do we 6 sisters then?
6 sisters, that'd be crazy. No, but I did always want a brother though, but I kind of lean on, because my older sister, she got kids too, so I got nieces and nephews. Mm-hmm. So I kind of lean on my nephews, like to be like a little brother. Yeah. Like so. But I did always want like a real brother though, because like growing up in the house with just straight females, man, like it's fussing, fighting. You know how a lot of females be, but
older or younger though?
Oh, I got 4 of them older, 1 younger. I got 1 younger sister.
So younger brother or older brother?
Oh, which one I wanted?
Yeah.
Honestly, I want an older brother. Honestly, because like. I want like my dad, my dad wasn't really around, like so. I feel like an older brother that'd be dope. Like I'd be his like little sidekick. Like everybody want a sidekick, but everybody also want to be a sidekick sometimes. Like as you growing up.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm that little brother who my brother playing the game. I'm sitting there just watching.
I
don't even want to play the game. I just want to sit there and watch. But I ain't gonna lie, like being that you say you always want a brother, I always wanted a little sister. I ain't gonna never like, but at the same time, I like being the youngest, so I ain't gonna never tell them go ahead how I know them, like. But I did like still in me like to want a little sister. But do y'all think like that transitions over to like what y'all want as far as like a purpose for a child? Because I know we'll say like it don't matter what the man still bless us with, but at the same time, it's always something that we want. Like, and I feel like being that I don't have a little sister is why I want to have a girl. I want to have a daughter instead of a son.
Yeah, I think those two definitely correlate. Like, I definitely want a son, like, of course, just cause like, but if I have one son, like, I want another son, like, so he won't be like me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think that definitely correlate. Like how you like put that definitely.
So how would you handle it? Like we're all thinking like, hey, maybe a sister, maybe a brother, right? So as you grow up and you have kids, what if they think the same thing and they want like a sister, two brothers want a sister, or like two sisters want a brother?
Man,
what would you do in that situation?
It's gonna be a cycle.
I'm gonna say.
Take away till they have kids.
This what your daddy got. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna show them this podcast. Be like, I was thinking the same thing. See what I said.
Right.
That like with the baby situation, I feel like I want to have more than one kid because I don't want my kid like just be out there by himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like whether it's like his sister or his brother, I want him to have somebody or her to have somebody to be out there with. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like even in the house when you arguing and stuff like that, when you go outside the house, you want somebody to have your back. You know what I'm saying? So I want to have like at least somebody can like count on when they out in public. You know,
I got another question for y'all too. Like, say if y'all had like one kid, right? Would y'all spoil them? Or like no? That's a debate. That's like a long debate. Everybody's
If I had one child, just like one child, especially if I had a daughter, my daughter getting the world. Like I ain't playing about her. I ain't going.
Sure.
She getting everything she want. Just vice versa too. Even if I had a son, like if I just had a child in general, like because I know I had it from my parents, so I'm gonna do that times 10.
Definitely.
Make sure that they ain't never gotta worry about nothing. That's why I'm on this whole little journey of generational wealth thing. So
Definitely.
they ain't never gotta worry about nothing.
So I mean that comes up of, hey, you have a spoiled kid now. What if they don't get raised up or grow up the way that you want them to?
Yeah, in a sense.
I mean, but it all takes in like, because I heard the word Adrian, you spoiled a lot, but that still ain't like.
Well, that's the thing. You don't seem spoiled though, right?
Yeah.
Personality wise.
Yeah, personality. Because a lot of people say like based off just like the things that we get, but it all takes in like knowing that it's times where you may not get exactly everything that you want, or everything that you may have put on like your Christmas list or something like that. Which, not most of the time or every single time me and my brothers did, but at the same time it's like understanding that it can't always be like that. And I feel like that's something that I will also instill in my kids. Like, this is not nothing that's just gonna be handed to you every single time. Like, you do good in life and you do all the right things that you feel like you need to do as far as living the right way or not getting yourself involved in like different things, then that's when blessings gonna come to you.
I feel you. Would you spoil your kids?
I feel like if it's like the only child, I feel like if I work this hard to get whatever I get, whatever situation I'm in, then I feel like, yeah, because it's like I ain't work for it for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely.
It's like it'd be pointless to just work, get all what I get, or like create all this wealth, and then just like keep it to myself. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely make sure they, you know what I'm saying? But it's like I make sure they like know, like, you know what I'm saying, this could be taken away from you. Like, don't get comfortable with, like, if I'm giving you this, don't feel like I'm always giving it to you. Like, you gonna know how to like receive like the answer no sometimes. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't always, like, I ain't gonna always say yes to you. Like, you gotta be cool with that. It's like if I give you some and you be like, yeah, then I take some away, you throwing the tip of table, it's like, you know what I'm saying, then I know I can't give you certain stuff. Because, you know what I'm saying, you acting like you like obligated to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's one thing. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I try not to go ahead acting like I'm obligated for anything. Like, no matter how like close you is with somebody, you know what I'm saying? You can't just expect people to do stuff for you, you know what I'm saying? So I just don't want my kid to feel like people are obligated to give him stuff. Like, he need to always feel like, first think like, I want to work for this before I feel like it should be given to me. it's like he got that mindset, then or she got that mindset. I wouldn't mind like pitching out to help for certain stuff, but like help them grow, like not just give it to them and they may just feel like they always, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like you said, like you want them to be comfortable with like expect like what you saying no, like, and they might think you might, but like me growing up, like I was expecting though. I won't, like, anytime I ask my mama for something or my pops for something, like, I was expecting them to say no. So, like, when they said yeah, like, it was, like, one of the best things. So, but I go into situations expecting no. And a lot of people, like, I know a lot of people go into situations knowing they're going to say yes.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, I feel like instilling that in your kids, like, what I want to do, I still want my kids to, like, have some type of grit behind them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I say, like, I wouldn't spoil them, but at the same time, I wouldn't let them like suffer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like, I would still want them to like have some grit in them, have some like willpower behind them. Like, I'm not just about to, you want something, I'm gonna get it for you. No, I ain't. Like me personally, that's not how I'm. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I feel like having that grit is definitely beneficial. Like when you grow up and like you like knowing like you couldn't get certain stuff, so like it's gonna make you work harder. That's gonna make you have like bigger dreams. You're not about to be complacent. You know what I'm saying? In a sense.
I kind of would treat it like how Deion Sanders be treating his kids. Yes, Deion Sanders is that father that's gonna provide for his kids and get his kids everything that like majority of the things that they want, but at the same time, it's he shows different love to different kids, like to each child. Every child don't always get the same love, so I think for my kids, I want them to understand like everything I do is because I want to do it, not because I have to. Like I'm not obligated to do anything. I'm doing this and I choose it. And even with life too, like I tell people all the time, like I do things because I want to do it, not because I feel like I have to or I need to do something. Because I can easily say I'm not gonna do it and it's just not gonna do it. But if I feel like I got it to the point and I feel like, let me just put a smile on this person's face. Let me just make this person's day, because you never knew, like, it be the small things, but at the same time, like, when you can do something and you know you got the resources to actually do it, the impact of it is a great feeling.
Definitely.
Well, in that case, I mean, that kind of leads up to this question, since we're talking about love and family anyway. So what do you guys think the difference is between, like, motherly love and then fatherly love? Like, what do you think, like, raising their kids a certain way? In your perspective, like, if you had kids, right, as a father, how would you raise your kids compared to, like, their mom, for example?
Like, me, I never could talk to my mom and dad about everything. Right. So, like, I want to be that parent who, like, you can come at me with anything. I'm not going to judge you, still going to love you. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't had that, so I just want to be, like, from a fatherly standpoint, I want to be that father. Like, you can come with anything. Like, I'm gonna tell you if I don't agree with it, but we're gonna figure out how to, like, move differently, how to do better. Yeah. So I really just want to be like a day diary in a sense. But it's hard. You gotta instill that while they're young. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So you gotta think about the mindset, like you say, like you feel like the type that you can tell your parents anything. Just like me too. Even though they may tell me that you can come to me for anything, it's like certain things just I don't feel comfortable with actually saying it, or I feel like that's just something that I can go through by myself and I'll get over it, or something like that, or I can make this mistake now and just learn from it on my own.
Yeah.
Instead of me going to them and now, because sometimes parents go overboard with certain things, because you may see it as just like a little small thing, and it could get blown out of proportion to the point where now they thinking that it's bigger than what it actually is, when in reality it's not like that. So thinking like the mindset of a child who may be going through something or have an issue trying to go to their parents, it ain't as easy, because all the parent is going to do is try to come up with solutions to help them rather than really understand what it actually is that they're saying.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, because it's like, you like, you know what I'm saying, like, you think that you like, it's cool, I'll get over it, I'll deal with it. Then your parent like, dang, I just want to make sure my child alright.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So they don't really know how to help. but they just trying to help, and you like, nah, I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've been through similar stuff. Like, I get through it, but it's hard trying to tell, you know what I'm saying, the person that raised you or birthed you. You know what I'm saying? Like, to relax. Like, I get through it because it's like, it's life, man. You know what I'm saying? I guess they feel like it's like, if I don't jump in and help them, then they'll try to, you know what I'm saying?
They're going to go down the path that they should go down.
So, I feel like, like, motherly love and fatherly love is different. And it's like, I feel like when I become a father one day, I just want to, like, just guide my children, just be, like, the example that I hope, you know what I'm saying? Like, just show them how to do certain stuff, how to move, be aware in life in general, like, whether it's a boy or a girl, you know what I'm saying? And, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, my mama, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna know my mama gonna always love me. It's like, it's times where she more affectionate, and it's times where she like, you need to tighten up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, slacking off, like, get it together. And it's times where she like more compassionate. She like, all right, do you want me to come? You saying you need help with an assignment or something like that? And it's like, I love her because the fact that she's been able to like do both things, but it's like, I hate having to like feel like I gotta rely on her to do that.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't like asking her for certain stuff. A lot of times it's like, you know what I'm saying, like, you raised me up, you know what I'm saying? I feel like she did a good job of raising me, so I feel like some of the stuff now, it's like, now I need to start applying myself to get through certain life stuff. But I do got a question, like, about, I feel like as, like, men, it's harder to, like, open up about, like, your problems and stuff, like, not even just, like, with your parents, but, like, with, like, your friends and the people that care about you, too.
Yeah, I mean, like we discussed in, like, early on, like, it's the ego and it's the pride thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, men has this, like, standard in society where once we show our weakness, then we're vulnerable, and now we're not as strong as everybody perceives us to be, when in reality, everybody has feelings. So it ain't gonna be easy to say, damn, like, let me talk to you about this problem that I'm going through, because now you might look at me as different, you might look at me as weak. And to be honest, what I think, it takes a strong person to actually be vulnerable enough to tell somebody their problems and actually hold it in. Because holding it in, you don't know the effect that it could do to you, like, mentally. Like, that's mentally draining when you hold stuff in and try to go through things on your own. But when you actually put it out there and you actually just let it out, because sometimes all it takes is for you to talk about it. But once you talk about it, you realize that it ain't as bad as what it seems.
And honestly, I think a lot of us, especially us guys, I mean, as we grow up, we sort of start living in like a state of desperation. And what I mean by that is, like, once we get married, then we got to focus on, like, providing for your wife, your family, your kids, and everything. And then it's like, but I also want to do the things that I like, right?
Yeah.
Like a vacation, or like go someplace, or buy this car that I've always wanted, etc. And then so we're just going like from day in, day out, trying to provide for the family, do all these things, but never have the time for ourselves.
Yeah.
And then again, like you said, we just try to keep everything in. We don't like put that out there. And then it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse.
Y'all
and
think?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm done.
Y'all think like we put a lot of that pressure on ourselves because of our ego and stuff like that? Y'all think?
I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna say it's ego though. I mean, it's not always ego.
I mean, it's not.
It's more about living to the standards of what everybody thinks of us, right? Like, if you see a guy crying, like, what do you think?
Like, first instinct.
Yeah, like,
First
just
instinct, like,
completely.
Like, what are you crying about?
Yeah, like, I'm gonna think,
Yeah,
like, what
like,
he crying
what you
about?
crying
Like, dang, like me, I cry like to myself. Like, I cry like I'm by myself. Like, if I see someone crying, like, he must really be going through something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy because, like, I feel like, too, it's like you see a female crying, like, oh. But you see a dude crying, like, he must be really hurt about some stuff to be crying, you know what I'm saying? For him to let people see him crying. Like, you see a dude crying, you like, oh, something really must have hurt him for him to just be crying out in open like this type joke. You know what I'm saying? But it don't even got to be like that. It could be something just personal to him that made him cry on some stuff.
Like a sense of being like, when you see, like, how I see it is like, when you see a female cry, you instantly want to go comfort. When you see a man cry, I see it as sometimes to get laughed upon. Like I say, is that notion that he weak, and that what is he crying for? Like, he shouldn't be crying. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's a lot to put into it though, because at the same time, do y'all feel like don't know. Do y'all feel like it's okay to cry?
I mean, me personally, I do feel like it's okay to cry, but it's like weird because I still don't cry as much as I probably should when I'm dealing with shit. But it's like, I don't know. I feel like it is okay, but it's like, even though I'm saying it, I still feel like I hold in like most of my emotions now.
I feel
right now, like even though I say it's okay to cry, I'm probably still ain't gonna cry as much. Like when I cry, I exit the room.
Right,
like,
but I gotta leave.
I can't stay.
It's kind of hard to do it now too.
Yeah,
it's not coming out.
Right,
that
ain't no for real, Sham. That's facts. Like, it be sometimes like, I be like, damn, I gotta cry. It's nothing. I can't face like that. I can't even feel nothing. Like, I don't know. That's a weird feeling though.
Like a numbing feeling.
Yeah.
I feel like from a societal standpoint, if you're a man, you should not cry. And that's just society, like from a societal standpoint.
Yeah.
But like, of course, like I think society should like change that view.
Yeah.
But you know how hard it is to get everybody on the same page. Yeah. But I feel like crying definitely help. Crying definitely help. To get through things, to cope through things, and like I feel like it should be normalized, but I just don't see it no time soon. Like it's gonna always be that negative thought. Oh, he crying, he weak as a man, you know.
And I also feel like everybody say like it's okay for men to cry all that, but it's like I feel like it's less about it's okay. Like I feel like if a female want to see you cry, it's less about like she wants you to like feel like, you know what I'm saying,
vulnerable.
Yeah, it's like she just want to like see like, oh, Talik who always like tough. I just want to see him vulnerable. Like it is less about like I want him to like get his pain and all. It's just like I just want to be.
I want to bring him to that. I want to be the one to bring him to that point. I want to be the one to
make him vulnerable.
Yeah.
So it's less about like, you know what I'm saying. I want to actually. I hope he feel good after this. But he was vulnerable. Only me type of thing.
Yeah, I'm the only one who actually.
Yeah. So it's like weird.
In more sense of like, I did this and everybody else did it.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like even then you like, bro, like I gotta leave the room. I'm not finna. You know what I'm saying? It's like. I know it's been times where I like been vulnerable with people and it was like, dang, I shouldn't have did that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, I did like said some vulnerable stuff or like even like shed a tear and I was like, dang, bro, I'm tripping. Like you wish you could take.
So you tripping?
Yeah, I'm tripping. I would like you wish you could take that back, but it's like, dang, why I feel like I got to take back like how I really feel.
That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy. But have y'all felt like y'all like was vulnerable or like said some stuff or like crying? I was like, dang, I should have did that in front of that person. I wish I could like take that. Like,
yeah, because I mean, it goes. I see that it goes two ways. Like, it goes in a way where they may react to it in the way that you probably wasn't expecting them to react to it.
True.
Like you saying something or you crying about something, and now they taking it as probably a bad thing rather than like you actually like validating like your feelings and stuff like that. And then is another way where. I just lost my train of thought.
The first way is what? You said the first way is what?
The first way is a sense of like them not validating your feelings. And I don't even remember what I was gonna say for the second thing. I forgot. You know what I mean? You might start crying right now.
That not
you weak, tough it up.
I'm gonna walk away.
Everybody just go.
Yeah, start walking away.
On that note, before we all start tearing up though, I would like to thank y'all, DT, Talik, thank y'all for coming on this podcast. We definitely have to do another episode because we on a tight schedule today and everything's already getting messed up. But I appreciate y'all for coming and definitely let us know when you want to come back.
For sure. But before we actually wrap up this episode, I'm gonna have y'all, based off everything that we talked about today, what is something that you want to leave the view? Like, what is a gem that you're trying to drop on them right now?
I'll just say like just on the last topic we touched on, like don't be afraid to be vulnerable. I mean, you don't gotta do it for everybody, but just like you know what I'm saying, like find somebody you can trust that, you know what I'm saying. It's not always good to hold what you're going through in, you know what I'm saying. Find somebody you can trust and like, you know what I'm saying, it's okay to talk to people about what you're going through, like especially for like the men out there, like it's okay to, like, you know what I'm saying, share that pain with somebody or get that off your chest. You know, so you never know how that might make you feel. So.
Yeah, definitely. To piggyback off that, I definitely emphasize everything you just said. I also want to add, like, tell your family that you love them. Like, that's something I don't do a lot. And, like, time's short, like, just, so.
I don't do that neither.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I really tell my people I love them. Like, you got a sister or brother, just text them, I love you. You got someone you close with, I love you. Like, I love these guys on this podcast. You know what I'm saying? I value what these two guys doing. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you should just, like, cherish, like, the relationships you have. And like, I feel like it's easier said than done, because, like, you probably be thinking, like, oh, I don't got enough time to hit them up or none of that. But, like, bro, like, you're not gonna have enough time when it's all said and done.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So that's why that's why I've been working on. And I encourage y'all to work on. Just cherish people that love you. Cherish people you have genuine love for. So
And then remember too, you make time for the things that you want to make time for.
come on.
So the whole we ain't got time, that kind of goes out the window, because, like I said, you actually make time for the things that you actually want to do.
I wanna add on to that too, because this guy been wanting me on this podcast for a minute, and I text, that's my bad. Because I just been pushing it off. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna get on it. Nah, like today he called me. I had to get on it because I want to support what he doing, and I care about what he doing. So you know what I'm saying. So I'm a suspect with that too. Yeah. So highlight what he said. What you gotta say there.
I'm just trying not to cry, bro.
But no, man, like I say, we appreciate these two gentlemen right here for coming on the podcast. And like we always say, man, check out the merch. If y'all want the merch, make sure y'all come buy the merch. Check out our Instagram right now to look at the photos that we done dropped. Check out the reel that we also dropped on the Instagram and the YouTube as well. Let us know what y'all want to hear from us. And if you do want a shirt, make sure you DM either F.L.O.E Podcast Instagram or DM me or Sham personally, or you can text me. But to wrap it up, y'all already know the vibes, man. We out of here.
Also, one thing I wanted to mention.